It's good to be back. It's really, really good to be back. Looking forward. Do I need to shout more? Okay. Today is an important day in the life of the church. Not only Northbrook United Methodist Church, but also the Universal Church, the church with the big C, right? We have 4 people who spent the last 9 months or so learning about the United Methodist Church, about theology, and serving others. This entailed projects, discussions, and debates, arguments, right? And questions. All of this to help them decide if they want to join our church, Northbrook United Methodist Church. And they'll spend the rest of their lives choosing to be part of the Big C Church. I spent several months on this quest with them, and my task today is to explain what the church is in 10 minutes. So yeah, more specifically, who the church is. Let me begin with what the church is not. It's not a building. It's not a mid-century building. It's not a Gothic cathedral. It's not a quiet, quaint little white church on the corner out in the middle of nowhere. Church is not something you show up for an hour, once a week to sing songs or politely say hello, to say rote prayers, to shake some hands and leave. That may be part of it. That's not it. The author of Ecclesiastes, we think it's Solomon, tells us church is not intended to be a lonely pursuit. It's not something you do without others along the way. Verse 8 describes what being alone means. No companions, no children or siblings. The people you do life with, now they require time and energy and a gray hair or two. They're people you have to invest in and who invest in you. Church is not a 1 hour a week or even a building. There's mutuality, a reciprocity to these relationships. And that's the key, relationships. The first picture of this mutuality we see in the Garden of Eden. It is my personal belief Eve's sin wasn't that she believed she could figure it out all by herself. Her mistake was not calling for her people, Adam and God. Mutuality means we risk asking for support and care. We risk looking weak, less informed, needy. Instead, Eve tried to argue and got it partially right, and her choice to make a decision was detached from everybody else, and it set off a chain of events that we're still grappling with today. Our society promotes independence, doesn't it? You can be anything you want if you work hard enough. We can't carry that way of living into this church as well. And it's my opinion that a big reason why the institutional church is dying is because we would rather be independent instead of interdependent. We would rather look strong than appear weak. We would rather seem to have it all together, even though we are struggling to make it through the day. Interdependence requires risk. It requires transparency. It requires looking foolish, quite honestly. And it's really hard to say to a complete stranger, isn't it? Hey, I need help. Have y'all ever heard of the term third space? Mm-hmm. This concept was popularized by the American sociologist Ray Oldenburg in 1989. It was his book, The Great Good Place. He posited that the first space is our homes. That would be hard to say. The second space is work, or I would even say school. And the third space is a space where people go to talk and connect with others. It's a place where you are known. I mean, I like to think cheers. Norm, right? It's a place where you're known and you can relax and be part of a group in a way that feeds your soul. It's an environment that has all the things that help us build connections that are necessary to build authentic community. It's a space where you can say, hey, I need you, without feeling weird. For years, bars, coffee shops, and yes, churches have been considered these third spaces. Now, these spaces are changing as our times have been changing, right? The local gym is more of a gathering space now. Parents gather and find community on sports fields. Coffee shops continue to be a significant third space. The bean bar is an indication, right? It's important to highlight that teens, our kids, are really, really successful at creating third spaces so they can hang out with their people. For me, it was hanging out at our small pool and tennis club every day of the summer. It could be a park. There's always seems to be that one home that parents always let the kids hang out in. Those are third spaces. There's spaces where you know if you show up, you're going to be welcomed and celebrated. These are the environments in which the Spirit shows up most powerfully. It's where the kingdom is sowed, watered, pruned, and a harvest of good fruit is produced. These third spaces are the church with a capital C. And UMC, I'm grateful to say, is one of these spaces. Because as the wisdom of Ecclesiastes shares, the folly of going it alone is that one person can be overpowered by overwhelming thoughts, despair, fear, worry, too much on that to-do list, surviving loneliness, and many forms of cruelty in our world. But together we can overcome anything. Just two people, they can put up a fight. Eugene Peterson describes the verses that we read today this way. It's better to have a partner than go it alone. Share the work, share the wealth. By yourself, you are unprotected. With a friend, you can face the worst. Can you round up a third? A 3-strand cord is not easily snapped. And Jesus told us in Matthew 18, wherever 2 or more gather, there I. That, my friends, is interdependence. It's choosing not to go it alone. It's choosing to do it together as a team. Community built together, one strand at a time, with the Spirit, winding our way through. We've been doing it here, weaving older strands with newer strands, forming a rope not easily broken. That is the church. Love God, love everybody else. Community is the core of love of God. The church is God's dwelling place. It may be on Sunday mornings, yes. And it's the backyard barbecues, the baseball games, the concert, the swim meets, the sorting clothes for migrants, Wednesday nights, orchestra concerts, the art hive, choir practices, late night study sessions, gathering around a fire pit, karaoke, and confirmation. Reverend Jeff Chu said, community builds contagious hope and is the only way we will survive in this cruel world. Zach, Anna, Zena, I love you. And I pray that you will build these contagious spaces of hope where you gather with friends and strangers alike. You will do this because I already see you doing it now. I pray that you bring love into this cruel world in ways that make a difference, in ways we have not yet thought of. I know you will. Because you have me. You, my friends, are the church. I'm so love well, love hard, love extravagantly. May the church say, Amen.